Here after Thursday's morning practice session with defensive coordinator Chad Staggs. Chad, this is day 9 overall, 4th day in pads. What's the feel you're getting for your defensive unit right now?
We're still making a lot of mistakes right now. They're young, but we're getting better. Really focusing on trying to get fundamentally sound, not busting assignments, getting them playing with better pad level. You know, the typical fundamental parts of defense. Got to tackle a little bit today, so we'll get better at that and continue to get better. But the overall feel is we got some good players, the young, so we got to get them there quick.
This was just the second day of actual to-the-ground tackling, correct?
That's correct. You know, Coach has got the philosophy that, you know, we want to be smart, get our work done, but we got to be healthy. We got to get the horses to the race. So we got another scrimmage coming up Saturday. So we'll get a little bit extended period of live and see who can really play or not, and you can start adjusting that depth chart a little bit more after that.
Is that a tough balance? Because the one way to find out who can do these things is obviously to go live, but at the same time, like you say, you got to have your guys ready to go for the opener.
There's no doubt. When you're young, you know less about them. You know, if you've got a guy that's been here 3 years or 4 years and he's played a lot, you kind of know that he can play or he can't play it by that point. So you kind of hold those from as much contact to keep those guys healthy. But the young guys, you got to know what they can do. And we've got a bunch of them, and they got a lot on offense also. So we're probably going to have to get after it a little bit more than you would like to. But, you know, that'll change over time once you get a little more experience in the veteran group.
It's been obviously talked about a lot. You're transitioning this defense to a 3-4 from a 4-3. You had spring practice, you had book work time during the off season, right, and now 9 practices. How's the transition going?
You know, it's going really well. We're labeled as a 3-4. We're very multiple. We're being a 4 down front some and 3 down and moving around. We're very multiple in what we do. So there's some carryover from some of what they did last year, but you know, it's going pretty well. We're trying to get guys in the right spots, and over time you recruit to that position. You know, right now we're kind of sticking some people in some spots that may not be exactly made for, and then we got to just coach them over time to get there.
In the 3-4 aspect of it, obviously you've got one horse in Jalen Reed that everybody's focused on. Is it fair to say that you're going to have a number of young guys step up in that front 7 this year?
Yeah, I don't think that's any secret. You know, you know, Furman graduated right at 14, if I remember, defensive players that had played a lot of football here. So there's a lot of young guys, which the good part about that means when we got to signing day, we got to go ahead and start signing guys to fit the scheme. But yeah, Jalen he's proved himself. He's one of those guys you don't have to get an overly amount of full live reps. That'd be one that we got to be smart with, because we're better when he's in there. But then that gives the young guys an opportunity to show what they can do too. So it kind of works both ways.
What do you hope to see Saturday when the scrimmage arrives?
It's always the first time you get an extended time in the stadium with the scrimmage. You know, can they execute their assignments? The intensity is a little bit closer to game-like atmosphere. So will they execute their assignments? And then the huge question is who's going to tackle and play physical? You know, who's not going to flinch during a tough time? Who's going to tackle? Who's going to be physical? And that's what you'll find on Saturday. And you go and you get a good long time to grade the video, and then, you know, figure out who's going to be in the depth chart and on the bus to Wofford.
Are they excited and having fun? And are you excited and having fun?
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been awesome to, you know, the coaches get along really well. We give each other a hard time. The players get along. And you got a young group, so you can mold those guys. And, you know, I can't complain one thing about the effort. You know, the guys are doing anything we ask. There's no, you know, I've done it this way kind of thing. And that's offensive, defensively. And that's the mixture for success. Everybody's on the same page, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. If everybody's on the same page, going the same direction, you got a chance.
Elevate your status with your defensive unit by catching that punt at the end of practice yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know if I was as happy watching those guys, you know, celebrate with me as I beat Coach Corals. You know, we got a little beef. So that was pretty exciting. It was fun. You know, you got to do that. The game of football's fun. Like I said in the last interview with you, you got to have fun doing it. As long as you're getting your work in, let's enjoy it. And Coach did a good job of putting that together.
All right, Chad, thanks.
Thank you.